You're watching Grassroots Footy, brought to us by West End. We're into the second quarter now, so it's time to have a look at Division 1 and Division 2 Mac. Of course, the players had a weekend off, so they should be nice and fresh. Broadview in 5th spot, up against Tea Tree Gully in 9th. They're at Broadview. See, Broadview could get this sneak into 4. We know they want to get to 3. Pretty important game.
It is a big game for Broadview because to get into 3rd position would be a big goal. Look, players Mitchell kicking 4 the other week, and Williams, who was the best on ground, kicked 4. They've had some really good players for them over the year. Grokey, Leal, they've been really good players for Broadview, and they're a chance to get a bit of confidence and keep going on. Tea Tree Gully, big pit, kick 5 again. Look, they're trying to avoid relegation now. That'll be the main goal for that football club. You know, players like Noski, Virtudace, Wicks need to really lift up and help them to get out of that relegation zone.
It's interesting, wasn't it? One's trying to get that chance to get that 3rd spot on the ladder, other one trying to avoid relegation. So they come in with different priorities, but pivotal for both of them to get the win.
Yeah, that's the beauty about the competition of the relegation system. No matter where you are on the ladder, you're actually still playing for something all the time. So it makes for interesting games.
All right, Salisbury North there in 7th spot, up against Jeps Croft in 8th at Salisbury North Oval. Both teams, you like that? Both teams with 3 wins, 6 losses this season. Pretty evenly matched, mate.
Yeah, they will be evenly matched. Salisbury North, good win last week. Pakula kicking 4. You know, his name just keeps popping up all the time for them. And Joe Hay, who's a terrific player. Aloka kicked 4 again for Jeps Cross. Again, his form has been very good over the last 4 or 5 weeks, I would say. And Stengel is another name that keeps popping up. So they're good players, are continually producing. And they'll need to be at their best for either of them to win. And I think Salisbury North.
We talked about that before, the consistency. That's what the coaches are looking for coming out of the break. Just going into the break, they're starting to get some. That's pivotal in this last 9.
Yeah, there's no doubt. That's what we're all trying to get is, every week going out and having a fair dinkum crack. It doesn't happen all the time. But Salisbury North and Jeps Cross need to make that happen to keep going to where they want to go.
All right, Foss Camden, they're sitting in 6th spot up against the Goody Saints in 3rd. They're at the Skull Cave. Goody Saints, they've been a little up and down this year, Mac. The break might have helped them to just consolidate and then fly into the last 9.
Yeah, they have been a little bit off the pace at times. Again, their list is a little bit old at times, but Millsy's added a few young blokes as well, which has helped them greatly. You know, the players like Wakeland, Damasi, you see those names again regularly in their side. Name I haven't seen a lot of this year is Bartel, who's been a terrific player for Goodwood Saints over a lot of years. Hamlin, Ilman, Bandloo, so they've got the core of a terrific group. Foss Camden, just dropped off a little bit. And I know that we'd like them to get back onto a winning circle. Bergsma, very good player, Bergsma, and Colpit, again, those blokes keep popping up.
All right, match of the round, no doubt about it. Gazer, number 1, haven't lost the game yet. The Juggernaut, we talk about it every week, getting bored calling them the Juggernaut now. They're up against Henley in 4th spot at Klimzik Oval. Gee, Henley just starting to show some of their ability now, so this game might be closer than most think.
This will be. This will be the test for Gazer. Henley travelling along nicely. Vinny Regulo is in excellent form. Great little player. Gazer, the Dower back pocket, Chris Reddy had a really good game last week, so it was a good effort by Chris. Van Ristel kicked 5. So I know this is going to be a toss of a coin, and I think Gazer might be a little bit complacent, and Henley might be able to sneak one over them.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking the other way. The break might have actually helped Gazer to say, well, we need to kick up again, whereas they were just motoring along. So I reckon Gazer might get them. I reckon it's going to be a close one. Eastern Park, they're in 10th spot up against Sacred Heart in 2nd at Dwight Reserve. Sacred Heart have probably been the surprise team in Division 1 this year.
Yeah, well, after playing in the grand final last year, I think a few people might have thought they'd dropped off, but and Sandico was their coach going, and Jack Horan taken over. He's done a terrific job, Jack Horan. Noonan kicking 5, All-Australian player, terrific player. Fosdyke, Juniper, they've got a good group that can go all the way again as well and challenge the Henleys and the Gazers. Eastern Park, it's a long way back from where they are now, and players like Gatto, Mansell keep producing, and it's been a tough year for Dusty, but they've got to Division 1, and I think they'll be looking to go back to Division 2 and have a good year.
Consolidate again in Division 2 and then have another crack at Division 1?
Well,
Eastern Park?
Well, that's what you try and do, but it's not that easy. No. Division 2 is a tough comp.
Yeah. All right, time to have a look at the complete home transformation package 3 $5,000 outdoor kitchens to be won. You can win one for yourself, you can win one for your club, and of course the best player in the Amateur Footy League gets one. Terrific prize by Complete Home Transformations. 3 $5,000 outdoor kitchens to be won. Let's have a look at Divi 2, Macca. Match of the round. Let's start with that. St Peter's sitting in second spot, up against Adelaide Uni in fifth spot. It's at Caterer Oval. Only one win separating these two on the ladder. Your thoughts, Macca?
I think we played Uni into form. They were struggling
Helped
there for a
out,
bit. Yeah, we've helped Uni. I know Johnny Kernahan's thanked me greatly for it. Cameron, 7 goals the other week. Kurzil, who's a terrific player. Spock, Big Hardy kicked 3. Haddon, Wilson were very good players. Uni are travelling a lot better than what they were, and Spock have sort of just levelled out and kept going along at winning games, not doing anything special, and that might be a danger game for Spock.
Who are you going to go with?
No, I think I'll go with Spock.
Stay with them. All right. Prince Alfred, they're up against Walkerville. Prince Alfred sitting in third spot. Walkerville in sixth. They're at Park 9. Prince Alfred have probably been a little bit of a surprise in continuing to win their last couple of games with the massive injury list they had. So the break probably helped them. They'll get some players back. Can they continue that form that they had in the last 2 games before the break?
Oh, look, injuries. I think that was a Rocky Butterworth smokescreen. I think all his players have been playing and just used that to throw everyone off. Look, they both won last time out. Walkerville Fisher again has been a terrific player for them, and from back kicking 3 goals as well. Thomas and Rogan, 6 and 4 goals. Prince Alfred have got the scoring potential, but Walkerville very dangerous.
Walkerville or Prince Alfred, mate?
I think I'll go for Walkerville.
All right, Modbury there in 7th spot. Port Districts are in 8th. Modbury at home in this one. Good contest this one, Mac. Only thing separating them's percentage on the ladder.
Yeah, Hoffmeyer and Jolly. See Jolly going forward and kicking goals, which is new to him, I bet. Doing a terrific job though as the coach, playing coach out there. Players like Tarker and Scuds doing terrific. Port Districts, I think they're a little bit of a sleeping giant. I think they're going to hit some good form once their players get up to speed. Got a lot of players that are a little bit underdone.
All right, Old Iggy's there in 4th spot. Payneham, your club, Macca, they're sitting in 9th spot. It's at Railways Oval. You talked about it, the boys have been struggling a little bit at the start of the game. You've had a bit of time to work on it. The break probably has come at a good time. Confidence a little bit down. Give yourself a good chance in this one?
Yeah, look, we do. We beat them in round 1. It's going to be a tough gig for us. We're getting a few blokes back underdone, and they're a very good. They're travelling along really nicely. Alessandri and Willoughby kicking 4 the other week. But we had Walshaw who tagged Dawsey from Ross Trevor and done a terrific job on him. Our new ruckman, because we've lost big Dave Aston with a broken wrist. So our young fella Taylor Charlton done a terrific job against the Ross Trevor ruckman. So yeah, we're hoping that we can give a good showing.
All right, Old Iggies have shown some good form too. Again, the break might have come at the wrong time for them with their form leading in. They look like they're gaining some momentum.
Well, it definitely come at a good time for us.
Yep.
But now, you know, we've been able to reset ourselves, and we'll be going there full guns blazing.
All right, Athelston, I won't ask you to pick that one because you'll go with Payneham. Athelston sitting in 10th spot. They're up against Ross Trevor, who are sitting on top of the ladder. It's at Max Amber Sportsfield, top versus bottom.
Although beaten the other week, Athelston put up a good showing. So Harkin kicking 3. Look, it's still 9 games to go. They've only had 1 win. You're still a chance to avoid relegation, and again, that'd be solely their focus at the moment. For Ross Trevor, it's now just tuning themselves to get ready to try and finish top so they can get themselves right into the finals.
All right, we see it in most of the division. Division 2 is certainly one of those, Mac, where it's close. Lots of teams can climb in, lots of teams can fall out, and it's hard to predict. Some of the teams down the bottom, again, I know I've mentioned a couple of times, coming into the break, we're starting to show some pretty good form, not necessarily getting the win, but gee, they were close, and you suspect this last 9 in Division 2 is going to be a ripper 9 rounds.
Yeah, we'll see a lot of close games, we'll see a lot of upsets. It's a tough comp, and I'm just hoping that we can pull our finger out and get a few more wins. And you know, firstly, we're trying to avoid relegation as well, but we still have a little bit of a side on getting into the finals.
All right, Ross Trevor, you touched on them before. They are sitting on top of the ladder. All roads are going to go through Ross Trevor to win it. Have they got an Achilles heel?
Not at the moment.
No.
Look, very well drilled. You know, playing for each other beautifully. You know, they got a good passion about how they're going, and that comes from winning as well. But yeah, look, they're a pretty capable unit.
All right, St Peter's sit in 2nd spot on the ladder. They got an Achilles heel?
Oh look, I think you know St Peter's will. I don't think they're as good as Ross Trevor. at the moment. But if Hardy doesn't fire, I think that's where it falls for them because they need a big goal kicker.
All right, the things that impressed you most in the first 9 rounds, Division 2, Mac, which team other than Ross Trevor you think could be one of the sleepers in there?
All of them, because that's how it is at the moment in that comp. You know, Walkerville, we beat Walkerville, and then they've come out and kept winning since that game. So, and Uni were struggling, beat us, and since then they've gone in one game. So, it's a tough comp. Look, Ross Trevor, it's going to be hard for anyone to beat them. Iggy's on paper are probably the best team on paper.
It's always interesting when you talk to people, they say on paper they look like the best team. Trying to get that to transform onto the ground sometimes is really frustrating. You found it this year, you thought your teams looked pretty good on paper, got to the game, it just hasn't fired. Really frustrating for a coach to work out why that doesn't flow on sometimes. Yeah,
it is frustrating. You know, there have been times this year when I've looked at the group and said, God, on paper we look all right, and then we've gone out and got smashed, and then looked at our group and thought, yeah, we're not as good as what we are, but and then given a very good account of ourselves.
All right, time for us to go to a break. Still lots to come. Coming out of the break, we'll get the footy chicks, footy trip. She's down at the Tea Tree Gully Footy Club. We'll have a look at Division 3 and 4. Stay with us, lots still to come.